Welcome back to Good Old Television, where we're hitting rewind on your favorite memories. Remember the magical, fast-talking world of Stars Hollow, the endless cups of coffee, the quirky town meetings, and the unforgettable mother-daughter bond between Lorelai and Rory? It's been over 2 decades since Gilmore Girls first charmed television audiences, creating characters that felt like family. But what happens when the cameras stop rolling and the last la-la melody fades? In this video, we're pouring a big mug of coffee and catching up with the incredible cast of Gilmore Girls. From Lauren Graham's successful writing career to Alexis Bledel's award-winning dramatic roles and Scott Patterson's surprising podcast success, we're exploring where your favorite Stars Hollow residents ended up. Some journeys will surprise you, others will inspire you, and all of them are worth discovering. All right, before we kick things off, make sure to smash that like button and subscribe. Lauren Graham, the queen of quick wit and quieter triumphs. If there's one actress who embodies the phrase overnight success decades in the making, it's Lauren Graham. To millions, she will forever be Lorelai Gilmore, the fast-talking, coffee-guzzling, pop culture reference-dropping mother from the beloved series Gilmore Girls. With her whip-smart delivery and relatable charm, Graham didn't just play a character, she created a cultural touchstone for an entire generation. But what makes her story so compelling is the journey of a determined actress who paid her dues for years before becoming a star, and who has gracefully navigated the world of fame on her own thoughtful, often hilarious terms. Graham is the rare Hollywood star who feels like your impossibly cool, witty friend. Her career is a masterclass in persistence, talent, and maintaining a sense of self amidst the whirlwind of television fame. From struggling actor to best-selling author and back again, her path proves that the most interesting careers are often the ones that take their sweet time to blossom. While Lorelai Gilmore is the role that defines her, Lauren Graham's career is a tapestry of thoughtful, often quirky, character work. Lorelai Gilmore in Gilmore Girls. This is the cornerstone. As the young mother who raises her daughter first as a best friend in the picture-perfect town of Stars Hollow, Graham created one of television's most iconic characters. Her ability to deliver mile-a-minute dialogue laced with humor and heart is what made the show a timeless classic. Sarah Braverman in Parenthood, proving her versatility, Graham took on the role of Sarah, a struggling single mother in this critically acclaimed drama. While still witty, Sarah was a more grounded, dramatic character, allowing Graham to showcase her impressive emotional range. Author. Stepping away from the screen, Graham has authored 2 best-selling books, the memoir Talking as Fast as I Can, and the novel In Conclusion, Don't Worry About It. Both are written in her signature witty and self-deprecating voice. Lauren Graham was born in 1967 in Honolulu, Hawaii, but her childhood was anything but stationary. Her parents' divorce led to a peripatetic upbringing, split between her father in Northern Virginia and her mother in London. She has spoken candidly about feeling like an outsider, an experience that likely honed her observational skills and fueled her desire to perform. Her path to acting wasn't a straight shot. After studying English at Barnard College, she waited tables and worked temp jobs in New York while auditioning relentlessly. She eventually decided to get her MFA in acting from Southern Methodist University, treating her craft with a seriousness that separated her from the pack. For years, she was a working actor, appearing in short-lived sitcoms and making guest spots on shows like Caroline in the City and Third Rock from the Sun. She was always the best part of otherwise forgettable shows, a talented character actor waiting for her breakthrough. When Lauren Graham was cast as Lorelai Gilmore at the age of 33, it was the perfect convergence of actor and role. Her years of training and struggle paid off in the creation of a character that felt fully realized from the very first episode. The infamous dense scripts by creator Amy Sherman Palladino were a beast to memorize, but Graham made the rapid-fire dialogue seem effortless and natural. Graham's relationship with the role is one of deep gratitude and healthy perspective. In her memoir, she writes about the experience with warmth and humor, detailing the intense workload and the profound bond she formed with her co-stars, particularly Alexis Bledel. She has never shied away from her association with Lorelai, but she has also been careful to establish her own identity separate from the character. She understands the show's profound impact on its fans and embraces it with the grace of someone who knows she's been part of something truly special. After Gilmore Girls ended its initial 7-season run, Graham could have easily been typecast as the charming, chatty lead forever. Instead, she made a series of smart choices. She took on the more dramatic ensemble role in Parenthood, which ran for 6 successful seasons and earned her critical praise. She also leaned into voice work, bringing her signature warmth to animated films like Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs 2. She took on guest roles that amused her, like playing herself on Curb Your Enthusiasm, showcasing her willingness to poke fun at her own persona. This period of her career demonstrated a clear intention to work consistently and meaningfully, rather than chasing the same kind of star-making vehicle. In a world obsessed with celebrity relationships, Lauren Graham has maintained a remarkably private and dignified personal life. Her long-term relationship with her Parenthood co-star, actor and director Peter Krause, was a subject of quiet admiration from fans. Though the couple amicably parted ways in 2021 after nearly a decade together, Graham handled the transition with her typical class, never airing private matters in public. She has been open about her decision not to have children, a choice she has discussed with thoughtful clarity. Her social media is a reflection of her personality, funny, a little quirky, and focused on her work, her friends, and her dog. She represents a different, perhaps more relatable version of happiness, one built on career fulfillment, deep friendships, and personal peace. So, where is Lauren Graham in 2025? She is thriving as a true multi-hyphenate artist, entirely on her own terms. She continues to act in projects that intrigue her, from the Disney Plus series The Mighty Ducks, Game Changers, to the award-winning FX series Reservation Dogs. She has also stepped behind the camera, directing episodes of Gilmore Girls, A Year in the Life, and other projects, showcasing a new dimension of her creativity. Perhaps most significantly, she has cemented her status as a best-selling author. Her books have been met with commercial and critical success, proving that her witty, observant voice translates perfectly to the page. She has managed to build a legacy that is not dependent on a single role, but on her unique perspective and talent as a storyteller, whether through acting, writing, or directing. Lauren Graham's journey is a testament to the power of patience, hard work, and staying true to oneself. She went from a journeyman actor to an iconic television star, and then gracefully evolved into a respected author and director. She got her big break not as an ingenue, but as a fully formed woman, and she has spent the years since proving that the most interesting chapters of a career, and a life, are often the ones written after the supposed happily ever after. Alexis Bledel, the quiet force, from Rory Gilmore to award-winning actress. If you were casting the role of a perfect bookish daughter in the early 2000s, you'd be hard-pressed to find someone more perfectly suited than Alexis Bledel. With her wide blue eyes, soft-spoken demeanor, and an intelligence that seemed to radiate from within, she didn't just play Rory Gilmore on Gilmore Girls, she became her. But to write off Bledel as merely a sweet-faced ingenue would be a dramatic misreading of one of Hollywood's most quietly determined and surprisingly versatile actors. Her journey from shy fashion model to Emmy-winning dramatic actress is a story of quiet ambition and a masterclass in navigating child stardom with grace and intention. Bledel represents a fascinating paradox in Hollywood, an intensely private person who has spent decades in the public eye. Her career is a study in strategic choices, demonstrating that you don't need a loud personality or a tabloid presence to build a respected and enduring body of work. While Rory Gilmore will always be her most iconic role, Alexis Bledel has carefully built a filmography that showcases surprising range and depth. Rory Gilmore in Gilmore Girls, this is the foundation. As the academically gifted, ambitious, and sometimes frustratingly perfect daughter to Lauren Graham's Lorelai, Bledel created a character that defined a generation's aspiration. She made being smart and loving books look cool, no small feat in the early 2000s. Lena Caligaris in The Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants, 2005, and its sequel, 2008. As the artistic and reserved Lena, Bledel proved her big-screen charm and her ability to shine as part of an ensemble, forming a real-life bond with her co-stars that mirrored the film's theme of friendship. Ofglyn Emily in The Handmaid's Tale. In a career-redefining role, Bledel shocked audiences and critics alike with her raw, powerful performance as the silent, suffering Ofglyn. This role earned her an Emmy Award for Outstanding Guest Actress in a Drama Series, shattering her Rory Gilmore image for good. Catherine in Mad Men. Her arc as Pete Campbell's naive, suburban wife who grows into her own power was a brilliant, understated preview of her dramatic capabilities post-Gilmore Girls. Long before she was navigating the Ivy League ambitions of Rory Gilmore, Alexis Bledel was a remarkably shy child in Houston, Texas. Born in 1981 to an Argentine mother and a Chilean-American father, she grew up speaking Spanish at home and didn't learn English until she started school. To help her come out of her shell, her mother enrolled her in a local modeling class, which led to commercial and print work. This modeling experience, while not her passion, gave her a comfort in front of the camera that would prove invaluable. She studied film at New York University's Tisch School of the Arts, but left after a year and a half when she was cast in a little pilot for the WB called Gilmore Girls. The rest, as they say, is television history. When Alexis Bledel was cast as Rory, she was a 19-year-old with minimal professional acting experience. She essentially grew up on screen, navigating Rory's journey from a 16-year-old Chilton student to a Yale graduate over the course of 7 seasons. The role was a perfect fit for her natural reserve and intelligence, but it also demanded a level of vulnerability and emotional range that she developed in real time. Bledel's relationship with the character is complex and, true to her nature, mostly private. She has expressed gratitude for the role and the opportunities it provided, but she has also been candid about the challenges of being so intensely identified with one character. She has said that playing the good girl for so long made her actively seek out more complicated, darker roles later in her career. The 2016 Netflix revival, Gilmore Girls: A Year in the Life, allowed her to revisit Rory as a flawed, struggling adult, a coda that felt both satisfying and a little heartbreaking for fans. After Gilmore Girls ended, Bledel deliberately stepped away from the type of sweet, naive characters that had defined her early career. She took on indie films and sought out complex, often troubled women. Her role in The Handmaid's Tale was the ultimate manifestation of this pivot. As Ofglin Emily, Bledel was almost unrecognizable. She conveyed volumes of terror, rage, and trauma with minimal dialogue, delivering a performance that was light years away from the cozy world of Stars Hollow. This wasn't just a career change, it was a statement. She was proving, unequivocally, that she was a serious dramatic actress with formidable range. In an industry built on self-promotion, Alexis Bledel is a glorious anomaly. She is famously, almost impressively, private. Her relationship with her Gilmore Girls co-star and on-screen husband, Milo Ventimiglia, was kept entirely out of the public eye. She married actor Vincent Kartheiser, Pete Campbell from Mad Men, in 2014, and they have one son together. Their life is so private that the birth of their child wasn't publicly confirmed for over a year. In a world of social media oversharing, Bledel's commitment to a quiet, normal life away from the cameras is both rare and admirable. She is the anti-celebrity, letting her work speak for itself. So, where is Alexis Bledel in today? She remains one of Hollywood's most selective and intriguing actors. After 4 powerful seasons on The Handmaid's Tale, she made the decision to exit the series in 2021 to spend more time with her family. This decision is telling of her priorities. She is not driven by fame or constant visibility, but by a desire to work on projects that challenge her and allow her to maintain a balanced life. While she has been less active on screen recently, her absence feels intentional rather than a sign of a stalled career. When she does choose to return to acting, it will undoubtedly be in a role that surprises and captivates us. Her journey from the sweet, bookish girl of Stars Hollow to the Emmy-winning dramatic force of Gilead is one of the most fascinating evolutions in modern television. Alexis Bledel has masterfully proven that you can be soft-spoken and fiercely talented, intensely private and profoundly impactful. She is a quiet storm, and we're still feeling the reverberations. Keiko Agena, the grounded genius behind Lane Kim. In the whirlwind, fast-talking universe of Stars Hollow, where every character was a little bit eccentric, Keiko Agena's Lane Kim served as the beating heart of relatable reality. As Rory Gilmore's best friend, the music-obsessed, rule-breaking daughter of a strict Seventh-day Adventist mother, Agena didn't just play a sidekick. She created one of television's most beloved and authentic best friends. With her infectious energy, impeccable comic timing, and a wardrobe that was a tribute to rock and roll rebellion, Agena made Lane a character you rooted for, related to, and secretly wished was your own best friend. What makes Agena's story particularly fascinating is the delightful Hollywood paradox she represents. She played a high schooler for 7 years while being a full-grown woman in her late 20s and early 30s. Her career is a masterclass in creating an iconic character through pure talent, even when the literal facts didn't quite line up. She's the actress who proved that sometimes the most memorable person in the room isn't the star, but the incredibly talented best friend standing loyally by her side. While Lane Kim is the role that made her famous, Keiko Agena has built a steady and varied career that showcases her versatility beyond the drum set. Lane Kim in Gilmore Girls, this is the cornerstone. As the Korean-American teenager navigating a strict upbringing while harboring a secret passion for rock music, Agena was the perfect foil to Rory's more privileged world. Her journey from hiding CDs under the floorboards to becoming a drummer and mother was one of the show's most heartfelt arcs. Auntie Irene in The First Lady. In a dramatic departure, Agena played a supportive role in this Starz anthology series, showcasing her ability to handle more serious, historical fare. Various TV guest roles. Agena has become a familiar and welcome face on television, with guest spots on a wide range of shows including Scandal, The Good Doctor, Grey's Anatomy, 13 Reasons Why, and Prodigal Son. Voice work in The Vampire Diaries. She lent her voice to the animated series The Vampire Diaries, demonstrating her range extends beyond live-action performance. Keiko Agena was born in 1973 in Honolulu, Hawaii, to Japanese-American parents. Her path to acting wasn't a straight shot from a young age. She attended Whitman College in Washington State, where she initially studied art. It was during her college years that she discovered a passion for theater, eventually changing her major and setting her on the path toward performing. After graduation, she moved to Chicago, a city known for its vibrant and demanding theater scene. She honed her craft with the renowned comedy troupe The Second City and performed in various theater productions, building a foundation in improvisation and character work that would serve her perfectly for the rapid-fire dialogue of Gilmore Girls. This background in theater, far from the Hollywood machine, gave her a grounded work ethic and a deep respect for the craft. When Keiko Agena was cast as Lane Kim, she was 27 years old playing a 16-year-old, a testament to her youthful energy and vibrant performance. She brought an authenticity to Lane's struggles that resonated deeply with viewers. Whether she was debating the merits of Led Zeppelin versus the Bangles, sneaking out to see bands, or navigating her complicated relationship with her mother, Mrs. Kim, the brilliant Emily Kuroda, Agena made every moment feel genuine. Agena's relationship with the role is one of clear-eyed appreciation and good humor. She has often spoken with warmth about her time on the show and her enduring friendship with her co-stars, particularly Alexis Bledel. She's also been candid about the unique experience of playing a teenager as an adult, even joking about the challenges of maintaining that youthful energy. Unlike some actors who might feel constrained by an iconic role, Agena embraces Lane's legacy, understanding the profound impact the character had on Asian American representation on television. She gave a generation of young viewers a smart, funny, and fiercely independent character who looked like them. After Gilmore Girls ended its initial run, Agena didn't disappear. Instead, she seamlessly transitioned into the life of a reliable and sought-after character actor. She built a career that is the envy of many in Hollywood, consistent, varied, and devoid of tabloid drama. She has become a go-to actor for sharp, intelligent producers who need someone who can deliver a compelling performance in just a scene or two. Her roles in procedural dramas like The Good Doctor and Grey's Anatomy show her ability to handle emotional, high-stakes material, while her work on shows like Scandal proves she can navigate political thrillers with ease. She never tries to be the star. She tries to be the best part of whatever project she's in, a philosophy that has earned her a long and respected career. In keeping with her grounded persona, Keiko Agena has maintained a notably private personal life. She has been married to musician Shin Kawasaki since 2005. Together, they navigate the entertainment industry with a quiet, supportive partnership, largely away from the glare of the spotlight. Agena is also an accomplished artist and a passionate advocate for mental health. She has shared her own experiences with therapy and self-care, using her platform to destigmatize conversations around mental wellness. This willingness to be open about her personal journey, while still maintaining clear boundaries, has made her a role model for a different kind of Hollywood success, one defined by integrity and balance. So, where is Keiko Agena in 2025? She is thriving as a true multi-hyphenate artist, continuing to act while also exploring her other passions. She remains a working actor, recently appearing in shows like Not Dead Yet and The Rookie, bringing her signature warmth and intelligence to every role. Beyond acting, she is an accomplished visual artist and illustrator. She has even authored a book, No Mistakes, a guided journal that combines her artistic talents with her interest in mindfulness and mental health. She also remains a beloved figure on the nostalgia circuit, appearing at Gilmore Girls fan conventions where she is met with immense warmth and appreciation. She engages with fans with a genuine grace that proves she understands the special place Lane Kim holds in so many hearts. Keiko Agena's journey is a beautiful blueprint for a sustainable and fulfilling life in the arts. She took an iconic television role and used it as a foundation to build a career and a life rich with creativity, purpose, and quiet joy. She went from playing the best friend to showing us all how to be the best version of ourselves, talented, grounded, and always, always cool. Scott Patterson, from minor league pitcher to Stars Hollow's favorite diner owner. In the charming, caffeine-fueled universe of Stars Hollow, someone had to keep the town running on coffee and common sense. That someone was Scott Patterson as Luke Danes, the flannel-wearing, baseball cap-sporting, perpetually grumpy diner owner who secretly had a heart of gold. With his signature scowl that could curdle milk and a hidden soft spot for Rory Gilmore that was obvious to everyone but himself, Patterson didn't just play a character. He created an archetype of the lovable curmudgeon. But what makes Patterson's story truly fascinating is that it almost didn't happen. His journey to television stardom was anything but direct, taking him from professional baseball diamonds to Hollywood soundstages in one of the most unexpected career pivots in entertainment. Patterson represents that rare breed of actor who found his defining role not as a young ingenue, but as a fully formed adult, bringing a world-weary authenticity to Luke that felt earned rather than acted. His career is a masterclass in second acts and proving that success can come when you least expect it. While Luke Danes is the role that made him a household name, Scott Patterson's career shows an intriguing range, both before and after his Stars Hollow fame. Luke Danes in Gilmore Girls, this is the crown jewel. As the owner of Luke's Diner, Patterson became the grumpy anchor of Stars Hollow. His slow-burn romance with Lorelai Gilmore provided the series with its emotional backbone, and his chemistry with Lauren Graham was nothing short of television magic. Podcast host of I Am All In. In a brilliant full-circle moment, Patterson launched a Gilmore Girls rewatch podcast where he offers hilarious and insightful commentary on every episode, proving his connection to the show remains as strong as ever. Music career. An accomplished musician, Patterson has released music and performed live, showcasing yet another dimension of his artistic talents. Film roles. He's appeared in various films, including Little Big League, a fitting choice given his baseball background, and more recent horror entries like The Secret, 2020. Long before he was serving coffee and dishing out sarcasm, Scott Patterson was a professional athlete. Born in 1958 in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, he was a right-handed pitcher who spent parts of 7 seasons in the minor league systems of the Atlanta Braves, Pittsburgh Pirates, and New York Yankees. His baseball career was a grind of bus rides, small towns, and the relentless pursuit of a major league call-up that never quite materialized. This athletic background is crucial to understanding his appeal as Luke Danes. There's a physicality and a quiet, focused intensity to his performance that feels more like a former athlete than a classically trained actor. When his baseball career ended, Patterson made the unlikely leap to acting, studying his craft and paying his dues with small roles in television and film throughout the 1990s. He was in his 40s when he landed the role that would change his life, a fact that adds a layer of genuine world-weariness to Luke that a younger actor couldn't have captured. When Scott Patterson was cast as Luke, he was initially only supposed to appear in a few episodes, but his chemistry with the cast and the immediate audience connection to his character was so powerful that he was quickly promoted to a series regular. Patterson's genius was in making Luke's grumpiness not just palatable, but deeply lovable. You always knew that beneath the flannel and the frown was a man who would do anything for the people he cared about. Patterson's relationship with the role is one of deep appreciation and good-humored ownership. He has fully embraced his place in the Gilmore Girls universe, but with the wry perspective of someone who lived a whole other life before fame. His podcast, I Am All In, is a testament to this. He approaches the rewatch with the fresh eyes of a first-time viewer, often laughing at his own performance and sharing behind-the-scenes anecdotes with a mix of nostalgia and comic bewilderment. He understands the cultural phenomenon he was part of and engages with it in a way that feels both respectful and refreshingly honest. After Gilmore Girls ended, Patterson continued to act in television and film, but his most significant post-Stars Hollow venture has been his incredibly successful podcast. I Am All In has become a must-listen for fans, effectively creating a new career chapter for him as a commentator and storyteller. The podcast has allowed him to reconnect with the fan base in a profound way, and has given him a platform to showcase his sharp wit and intelligence. It's a savvy move that demonstrates an understanding of modern media and a genuine affection for the show that made him famous. He's also continued his music career, often blending his love for performance with his connection to the Gilmore Girls' legacy. In an industry known for oversharing, Scott Patterson has maintained a notably private personal life. He has been in a long-term relationship with actress Lindsay Price, and the couple has one son together. They have managed to build a life largely away from the Hollywood spotlight, a choice that seems perfectly in character for the man who played the ultimate no-nonsense small-town businessman. His social media presence reflects this balance. He engages with fans about his work and his podcast while keeping the details of his family life respectfully guarded. He comes across as a contented man who appreciates his success, but values his privacy even more. So, where is Scott Patterson in 2025? He is, in many ways, enjoying the most creatively fulfilling chapter of his career. He remains the charismatic host of I Am All In, steadily working his way through every episode of Gilmore Girls and building a dedicated community of listeners. He continues to act, recently appearing in television series and independent films. But his focus seems to have expanded beyond traditional acting roles. He's become a storyteller and commentator, using his podcast platform to connect with a global audience. He's also pursuing his music, often performing live and sharing his work with fans. Perhaps most impressively, Patterson has managed to avoid being typecast as just Luke Danes, even while fully embracing the character's legacy. He has built a multifaceted career that allows him to explore all his interests, acting, music, and storytelling, on his own terms. From the baseball mound to the Hollywood soundstage to the podcasting studio, Scott Patterson's journey is a testament to the fact that there's no single path to success. Sometimes, the perfect role finds you when you're least expecting it, and the second act can be even more interesting than the first. Now, how about a cup of coffee? Melissa McCarthy, from Sookie St. James to superstar. If there's one actress who embodies the phrase, stealing every scene she's in, it's Melissa McCarthy. Long before she was an Oscar-nominated, box-office smashing superstar, she was Sookie St. James, the delightfully clumsy, food-obsessed chef and best friend on Gilmore Girls. With her infectious energy and impeccable comic timing, McCarthy didn't just play a character. She created a fan favorite who felt like the warm, comforting hug of a perfectly executed croque-monsieur. Her journey from supporting player on a cult TV show to one of Hollywood's most powerful and bankable stars is a masterclass in talent, timing, and sheer force of will. McCarthy represents a refreshing anomaly in Hollywood, a performer who achieved A-list status not by fitting into a narrow mold, but by shattering it with a sledgehammer of humor and heart. Her career is a testament to the idea that the most interesting path to success is often the one you carve out for yourself. Melissa McCarthy's filmography is a dazzling display of range, from slapstick comedy to dramatic depth, often within the same scene. Sookie St. James in Gilmore Girls. This is where it all began. As Lorelai's best friend and the culinary genius behind the Independence Inn and Dragonfly Inn, Sookie was the heart of Stars Hollow. McCarthy brought an effervescent charm to the role, making Sookie's kitchen disasters and passionate food rants utterly endearing. Megan in Bridesmaids, this was her star-making, Oscar-nominated role. As the scene-stealing, confident, and hilariously inappropriate Megan, McCarthy announced herself as a major comedic force, holding her own alongside comedy veterans and stealing the entire movie. Sean Spicer on Saturday Night Live, her uproarious portrayal of the former White House press secretary, became a cultural phenomenon, earning her a Primetime Emmy Award and proving her genius for character work and political satire. Lead roles in blockbuster comedies. She has headlined a string of hugely successful films, including Identity Thief, 2013, The Heat, 2013, with Sandra Bullock, Spy, 2015, and Ghostbusters, 2016, solidifying her status as a box office queen. Melissa McCarthy was born in 1970 in Plainfield, Illinois, and was raised on a farm. Her path to stardom was anything but overnight. After high school, she headed to New York City, where she studied fashion at the Fashion Institute of Technology before finding her true calling in comedy. She honed her skills at the famed Groundlings Theater in Los Angeles, a breeding ground for some of the biggest names in comedy. This background in improv and sketch comedy is the bedrock of her talent. It's where she developed her fearlessness, her ability to create memorable characters on the fly, and her impeccable timing. She paid her dues for years with small television roles and bit parts in films before Gilmore Girls gave her her first major break. When Melissa McCarthy was cast as Sookie, she was a relative unknown. Over 7 seasons, she built Sookie St. James into one of the most beloved characters in the Gilmore Girls universe. Her chemistry with Lauren Graham was palpable, creating a friendship that felt authentic and deeply rooted. Whether she was accidentally setting a sweater on fire or passionately debating the merits of different types of salt, McCarthy made Sookie a 3-dimensional, hilarious, and deeply loyal presence. McCarthy's relationship with the role is one of clear affection. She returned for the 2016 Netflix revival, Gilmore Girls: A Year in the Life, despite her skyrocketed fame, a testament to her loyalty to the show and its fans. She has often spoken fondly of her time in Stars Hollow, crediting the show with giving her a stable job that allowed her to hone her craft while navigating the early years of motherhood. In many ways, Sookie was the perfect training ground for the superstar she would become. The period between Gilmore Girls ending and Bridesmaids exploding was a challenging one for McCarthy. She has been open about the struggle to find work and the pressure of being a new mother in a fickle industry. Then came Bridesmaids in 2011. Her performance was a seismic event in Hollywood, earning her an Academy Award nomination for Best Supporting Actress and instantly transforming her career trajectory. She and her husband, actor and director Ben Falcone, founded their production company, On the Day Productions, giving them creative control over many of her subsequent projects. This move was strategic and powerful, allowing McCarthy to build her own brand of comedy and create starring vehicles tailored to her unique talents. She became one of the few women in Hollywood who could open a movie based on her name alone. At the center of Melissa McCarthy's world is her family. She married Ben Falcone in 2005, and they have 2 daughters together. Their partnership is both personal and professional. They frequently collaborate on films, with Falcone often directing and appearing in her projects. Their relationship appears to be a true partnership built on mutual respect and a shared sense of humor, a rarity in Hollywood. Despite her immense fame, McCarthy has managed to maintain a reputation as one of the kindest and most down-to-earth people in the business. She is famously generous to her co-stars and crew, and her interviews are filled with self-deprecating humor and warmth. She presents the image of a woman who hasn't let global superstardom go to her head, who still values hard work, family, and a really good laugh. So, where is Melissa McCarthy now? She is, by all accounts, at the pinnacle of her power and versatility. She continues to star in and produce major films, recently appearing in projects like the Little Mermaid live-action remake and the superhero film Thunder Force. She has also launched a successful clothing line, 7-7, which focuses on inclusive sizing, a passion project born from her own frustration with the lack of stylish options in the fashion industry. This venture showcases her business acumen and her commitment to empowering women of all shapes and sizes. Most importantly, she continues to break barriers. She moves seamlessly between broad comedy, heartfelt drama, and razor-sharp satire, refusing to be pigeonholed. Melissa McCarthy's journey from the supportive best friend in Stars Hollow to a Hollywood titan is one of the most inspiring success stories of the 21st century. She proved that talent, perseverance, and an unwavering sense of self can take you from the kitchen of the Dragonfly Inn to the very top of the A-list. And we have a feeling she's just getting started. Sean Gunn, the unsung hero of Stars Hollow and the Marvel Universe. In the delightfully eccentric world of Stars Hollow, where every resident had their quirks, few were as endearingly strange as Kirk Gleason. Played by Sean Gunn, Kirk was the town's jack-of-all-trades, master of none, a man who held every job imaginable and navigated life with a unique blend of social awkwardness and unexpected wisdom. But what many fans might not realize is that the actor behind Kirk's perpetually perplexed expression is one of Hollywood's most versatile and hard-working character actors, with a career that stretches from the cozy sets of WB dramas to the sprawling universe of Marvel blockbusters. Sean Gunn represents that special breed of actor who understands that there are no small parts, only small actors. His career is a masterclass in making every second of screen time count, whether he's delivering a perfectly timed one-liner in a small-town diner or performing in a motion capture suit as a CGI raccoon. He's the ultimate utility player, and every team he's on is better for it. While Kirk Gleason remains his most recognizable role, Sean Gunn's filmography reveals an actor of remarkable versatility who's become a secret weapon for some of Hollywood's biggest directors. Kirk Gleason in Gilmore Girls. This is the role that made him a cult favorite. What started as a one-episode appearance evolved into one of the show's most beloved characters. Kirk's journey through every conceivable profession, from dog walker to movie theater owner, and his awkward romance with Lulu became highlights of the series. Kraglin in the Guardians of the Galaxy franchise. In the Marvel Cinematic Universe, Gunn plays Kraglin, the first mate to Yondu Udonta. It's a role that has grown significantly over multiple films, showing his ability to handle big-budget action while maintaining character depth. On-set Rocket Raccoon in the Guardians films. In perhaps his most impressive technical work, Gunn served as the on-set performance reference for Rocket Raccoon, acting out the character's movements and lines for his fellow actors, with Bradley Cooper later providing the voice. Various collaborations with James Gunn. He's appeared in nearly all of his brother James Gunn's projects, including The Belko Experiment, The Suicide Squad, and Peacemaker, proving himself to be a trusted creative partner. Sean Gunn was born in 1974 in St. Louis, Missouri, into a family that would become Hollywood royalty in their own right. He's the younger brother of filmmaker James Gunn, and the two have maintained a close creative partnership throughout their careers. Gunn attended the Catholic University of America in Washington, D.C., where he earned a BA in history, though his passion for acting eventually led him to Chicago's famed Second City improvisational comedy troupe. This background in improv is crucial to understanding his appeal. It's where he developed the quick-thinking, character-building skills that would make his performance as Kirk so wonderfully spontaneous. Unlike many actors who find immediate success, Gunn paid his dues throughout the 1990s with small roles in television and film, gradually building his resume and honing his craft before Gilmore Girls gave him his big break. When Sean Gunn first appeared on Gilmore Girls, he was actually playing a different character, a DSL installer named Mick. But the producers were so taken with his performance that they brought him back as Kirk, and television history was made. What's remarkable about Gunn's portrayal is how he took what could have been a one-note weirdo and infused him with surprising depth and heart. Over 7 seasons, Gunn built Kirk into one of the show's most complex characters. He was socially awkward, yet occasionally profound, cheap, yet surprisingly successful in his endless business ventures. Gunn's relationship with the role is one of clear affection and appreciation. He's often spoken about how the character grew organically, with the writers incorporating his own improvisations and suggestions. In various interviews and convention appearances, he expresses genuine gratitude for the role and the dedicated fan base it earned him, understanding that creating an iconic television character is a rare gift in an actor's career. After Gilmore Girls ended, Gunn didn't disappear into the world of nostalgic cameos. Instead, he embarked on what would become his second act, as a key player in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. His collaboration with his brother James Gunn has been particularly fruitful, yielding the role of Kraglin and his crucial work as Rocket's physical performer. This transition from small-town weirdo to sci-fi supporting player demonstrates his remarkable range. As Kraglin, he brings a different kind of comedy, sharper, more cynical, but still deeply human. His work as Rocket's on-set reference is particularly impressive. He essentially created the physicality and timing for one of Marvel's most beloved characters, all while wearing a silly motion capture suit and acting opposite actors who were essentially talking to empty space. In an industry known for its flashiness, Sean Gunn has maintained a refreshingly normal personal life. He married actress Natasha Halevi in 2019, and the couple has one child together. They've managed to build a life largely away from the Hollywood spotlight, a choice that seems perfectly in character for an actor who values his craft over celebrity. Gunn is also known for his political activism and outspoken nature on social media, particularly when it comes to defending his brother James during industry controversies. He presents as someone with strong principles who isn't afraid to speak his mind, yet does so with intelligence and wit rather than mere outrage. So, where is Sean Gunn in 2025? He remains one of Hollywood's busiest and most reliable utility players. He continues to appear in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, with recent cameos in Guardians of the Galaxy Vol. 3 and the What If animated series, proving that his connection to this universe remains strong. Beyond Marvel, he's become a sought-after character actor for various television projects, recently appearing in shows like The Good Doctor and The Rookie. He also continues to collaborate with his brother, with upcoming projects likely in the new DC universe that James is building. Perhaps most importantly, Gunn has become a beloved figure at fan conventions, where he engages with Gilmore Girls fans with genuine warmth and appreciation. He understands the special place Kirk holds in so many hearts, and seems to genuinely enjoy revisiting the character. Sean Gunn's journey from improv theaters to Stars Hollow to the far reaches of the Marvel Universe is a testament to the power of versatility, hard work, and creative collaboration. He proves that you don't need to be the leading man to have a massive impact. Sometimes, being the scene-stealing supporting player who can do anything from comedy to motion capture work is even more valuable. In an industry of stars, Sean Gunn is the ultimate character actor, and we're all the richer for it.
Jared Padalecki, from Dean Forrester to supernatural hero. If you were a teenager in the early 2000s with access to the WB, chances are you had strong feelings about Jared Padalecki, whether as the heartthrob first boyfriend on Gilmore Girls or the demon-hunting hero of Supernatural. With his towering height, boyish charm, and surprising depth, Padalecki has carved out one of the most enduring careers in genre television, becoming a beloved figure to generations of fans. His journey from playing the perfect high school boyfriend to leading one of television's longest-running sci-fi fantasy series is a masterclass in navigating teen idol status and emerging as a respected producer and mental health advocate. Padalecki represents a rare breed in Hollywood, an actor who found massive success early, then doubled down on it for over 2 decades without burning out or fading away. His career is a testament to the power of connecting deeply with a fan base and understanding the unique alchemy of cult television. Jared Padalecki's filmography is dominated by 2 television titans, with a few interesting detours along the way. Dean Forrester in Gilmore Girls. This was his breakthrough role. As Rory Gilmore's first boyfriend, the kind, hardworking, and ultimately heartbroken Dean became the benchmark against which all subsequent boyfriends were measured. Padalecki brought a genuine sweetness to the role that made Dean's eventual downfall genuinely heartbreaking. Sam Winchester in Supernatural. This is the role that defined his career. For 15 seasons, a staggering 327 episodes, Padalecki played the Stanford-educated, demon-hunting younger Winchester brother. The show became a cultural phenomenon, and his chemistry with co-star Jensen Ackles became the stuff of television legend. The Texas Chainsaw Massacre, The Beginning. In this horror prequel, Padalecki showed he could handle leading man duties in feature films, even if his true home remained on the small screen. Jared Padalecki was born in 1982 in San Antonio, Texas, and his path to acting was anything but planned. He was discovered by a modeling agent while attending a fashion show with his mother during his senior year of high school. This led to commercial work, which eventually brought him to Los Angeles. He enrolled at the University of Texas at Austin, but left after just 1 semester when his acting career began to take off. His early roles included parts in A Ring of Endless Light and an episode of Silent Witness, but his big break came almost immediately when he was cast in Gilmore Girls at just 18 years old. Unlike many child stars, Padalecki navigated early fame with a grounded Texas sensibility that kept him from getting swept up in Hollywood excess. When Jared Padalecki was cast as Dean Forrester, he was tasked with creating the ideal first boyfriend, a seemingly impossible role that he made surprisingly nuanced. For the first 2 seasons of Gilmore Girls, Dean was the golden standard. He built Rory a car, he read her books, and he patiently endured the intellectual snobbery of Stars Hollow. Padalecki's performance made you believe that this impossibly handsome, kind teenager would actually be interested in hanging out with his girlfriend and her mother. Padalecki's relationship with the role has evolved over time. He has expressed gratitude for the launchpad it provided, but has also been candid about the challenges of being so strongly identified with a character early in his career. When he left the show to pursue other opportunities, and eventually land Supernatural,
It was a strategic move to avoid being typecast as the nice guy forever. He returned for brief appearances in later seasons and the Netflix revival, showing a lasting appreciation for the show that started it all. After departing Gilmore Girls, Padalecki's career could have gone in any number of directions. Instead, he found his home and his legacy in Supernatural. Playing Sam Winchester for 15 years wasn't just a job, it was a lifestyle. The role required him to be everything from a dramatic leading man to a comedic performer to an action hero, often within the same episode. The success of Supernatural allowed Padalecki to step into a producer role in later seasons, giving him creative input into the character he had inhabited for over a decade. The show's unprecedented longevity is a testament not just to its passionate fan base, but to the chemistry between its two leads. While the world of Gilmore Girls was built on witty dialogue and coffee, Supernatural was built on brotherhood, both on and off screen. Away from the cameras, Jared Padalecki has built a stable, family-focused life that stands in stark contrast to the chaos of the Supernatural universe. He married fellow actor Genevieve Cortese in 2010 after they met on the set of Supernatural. She played a demon named Ruby, and they have 3 children together. Perhaps more significantly, Padalecki has become a vocal mental health advocate. He has been remarkably open about his own struggles with depression and anxiety, using his platform to destigmatize these conversations and encourage fans to seek help. His Always Keep Fighting campaign raised significant funds for mental health organizations and became a rallying cry for his fan base. This willingness to be vulnerable about his challenges has made him more than just an actor to his fans. He's become a source of genuine inspiration and support. So, where is Jared Padalecki today? He's entering an exciting new chapter. With Supernatural having concluded in 2020, he's moved on to his next major project, starring as Cordell Walker in Walker, a reboot of the classic series Walker, Texas Ranger. The role is a homecoming in more ways than one. It films in his home state of Texas, allowing him to raise his family away from the Hollywood spotlight. More importantly, it positions him as the clear lead and an executive producer, showing his evolution from supporting player to driving creative force. While he'll always be Sam Winchester to millions of fans, Padalecki is proving that there's life after the Impala. His journey from Stars Hollow's perfect boyfriend to the heart of Supernatural to leading his own series is a remarkable example of career longevity in an industry known for short attention spans. He grew up on our screens, and somehow we all grew up with him. And really, what could be more supernatural than that? Milo Ventimiglia, from bad boy boyfriend to America's favorite TV dad. If there's one actor who has mastered the art of the career glow-up, it's Milo Ventimiglia. To millions of 2000s teenagers, he will forever be Jess Mariano, the brooding, bookish bad boy who rode into Stars Hollow on a motorcycle and straight into Rory Gilmore's heart and ours. But what makes Ventimiglia's story so compelling is how he gracefully evolved from teen drama heartthrob to one of television's most respected leading men, becoming the emotional anchor of award-winning dramas and, ironically, America's favorite television father. His career is a masterclass in leveraging early fame into sustained, meaningful work, all while maintaining an aura of mysterious cool that has kept fans fascinated for decades. Ventimiglia represents that rare actor who seems to get better and somehow more handsome with age. His journey from the rebellious boyfriend to the patriarch of the Pearson family on This Is Us proves that the most interesting careers aren't about chasing trends, but about growing alongside your audience and surprising them at every turn. While Jess Mariano remains an iconic role, Milo Ventimiglia's filmography reveals an actor who has carefully built a resume of complexity and substance. Jess Mariano in Gilmore Girls. This was the role that made him a household name. As Luke's nephew and Rory's intellectually matched bad boy boyfriend, Ventimiglia created a character so compelling that fans still debate Team Jess versus Team Dean 20 years later. Jack Pearson in This Is Us. This career-defining role transformed him from heartthrob to Emmy-nominated dramatic lead. As the compassionate, complex patriarch of the Pearson family, Ventimiglia delivered a performance of such warmth and depth that he became synonymous with the term TV dad goals. Peter Petrelli in Heroes. In this superhero phenomenon, Ventimiglia showcased his action hero chops while maintaining the emotional vulnerability that would become his signature. producer and director. Through his production company, Divide Pictures, Ventimiglia has stepped behind the camera, directing music videos and producing projects that interest him, showing his understanding of the industry from both sides of the lens. Milo Ventimiglia was born in 1977 in Anaheim, California, to parents of Italian and Scottish English descent. He was born with damaged facial nerves that left him with one eyelid slightly droopy, a feature that would become his trademark and add to his character's mysterious allure. He attended the University of California, Los Angeles, where he studied theater, but his education was anything but conventional. While at UCLA, he began landing roles in television shows like The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air and Sabrina the Teenage Witch. Unlike many actors who struggle for years, Ventimiglia found steady work early, though it would be his role on Gilmore Girls that would catapult him to a new level of fame. His early career was marked by a series of smart choices that positioned him as more than just another handsome face. When Milo Ventimiglia joined Gilmore Girls in its second season, he didn't just play a new love interest, he created a cultural phenomenon. Jess Mariano was everything Dean wasn't: cynical, well-read, emotionally unavailable, and intellectually challenging. Ventimiglia brought a raw intensity to the role that made Jess's transformation from angry young man to responsible adult feel earned and authentic. Ventimiglia's relationship with the character has been one of thoughtful appreciation. He's often spoken about how Jess represented a certain type of misunderstood youth and how the character's intelligence was his saving grace. In various interviews, he's expressed gratitude for the role and the dedicated fan base it earned him, while also acknowledging that playing a teenager in his mid-20s came with its own set of challenges. His return for the 2016 Netflix revival was particularly satisfying for fans, showing Jess as the successful, grounded man many had hoped he would become. After Gilmore Girls, Ventimiglia could have easily been typecast as the moody heartthrob forever. Instead, he made a series of strategic choices that showcased his range. His role as Peter Petrelli in Heroes demonstrated his ability to handle action and sci-fi, while independent films like Grace of Monaco allowed him to work with acclaimed directors and actors. The period between Heroes ending and This Is Us beginning was crucial for his development as an actor. He took on diverse roles in shows like Gotham and The Whispers, steadily building his resume while waiting for the right project to come along. This patience and selectivity would pay off handsomely when This Is Us debuted in 2016. In an era of social media oversharing, Milo Ventimiglia has maintained a remarkably private personal life, and somehow made that privacy part of his appeal. He's been linked to several co-stars over the years, including his Gilmore Girls love interest Alexis Bledel and his Heroes co-star Hayden Panettiere, but he's rarely spoken about his relationships in public. What he has been open about is his commitment to his craft and his unconventional lifestyle choices. He's known for his disciplined approach to acting, his love of motorcycles, and his refusal to conform to Hollywood expectations. This mysterious quality has only added to his appeal, making him one of the few actors who genuinely seems more interested in the work than the fame. So, where is Milo Ventimiglia today? He's in the enviable position of being one of television's most respected and sought-after actors. Following the conclusion of This Is Us in 2022, he hasn't slowed down. He recently starred in the Amazon series The Marvelous Mrs. Maisel, showing up in a memorable guest role that reminded everyone of his comedic chops. He's also producing new projects through his company and is widely expected to take on another leading role soon. Perhaps most impressively, Ventimiglia has become a mentor and role model in the industry. He's known for his professional demeanor on set and his willingness to work with young actors. His social media, while carefully curated, shows a man who is comfortable in his own skin, whether he's sharing behind-the-scenes moments from his projects or supporting charitable causes. Milo Ventimiglia's journey from the brooding boyfriend of Stars Hollow to the emotional center of one of television's most beloved families is a testament to his talent, intelligence, and strategic career choices. He proved that you can start as the bad boy and grow into the good man, both on screen and off. And really, what could be more marvelous than that? And so, the journey through Stars Hollow comes to a close. The cast of Gilmore Girls has proven that life after this iconic show is full of remarkable achievements, from best-selling books and award-winning dramas to successful podcasts and blockbuster films. Their diverse paths show that the magic of Stars Hollow was just the beginning. Thanks for joining this nostalgic trip down memory lane. Where would you want to see the cast reunite next? Let us know in the comments, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more content. After all, in the words of Lorelai Gilmore, I need coffee.